Hi everyone, hi Nick. Finished another journal, actually just finished it, and wanted to get it filmed. Got shadowing again, I apologize. It's snowing today, and kind of had a rather stormy week, I think, except for yesterday. And so I've got the lights on again on the other side of the room, and so it's making a little bit of shadow, but I think it will be okay. Because I really wanted to get this done and up and listed because I've got a mountain of laundry downstairs. I probably a good 5 or 6 loads of laundry down there, and it's not a good leg day, and I'm stalling. I was like, okay, finish the journal, laundry, finish the journal, laundry. Well, duh, finish the journal, do the laundry later. So I want to get this done so I can go downstairs and tackle the laundry. So anyways, this measures about 8.5 by 5.5, around there. Chipboard cover. It's got about a 2-inch spine and it is huge. I'll tie it up tighter after I do this, and I'll probably put a book on it. So it will compress some, but it's absolutely loaded. Came out way fatter than I had intended it to, but that's okay. Most of them do. The theme for this is sort of a retro, I'm not gonna say vintage because I remember a lot of this stuff, so I'm not quite ready to say that I'm vintage yet. More like retro. Cooking recipes, kitchen kind of a thing. Something I've been thinking about doing for a while. Anyone who knows me well in person knows how much I love to cook and bake. I don't do as much of it as I used to because it's just standing in the kitchen I can't do it, and it's a pain in the butt to cook from a wheelchair. So yeah, I do what I can. I don't do it as much as I would like to anymore, but so that was a lot of my inspiration for this. I've been thinking about doing a kind of a kitchen cooking themed journal for a while. Been just looking for the right ephemera. But I recently purchased a fantastic ephemera kit from an Etsy store called Take the Cake, which I will link below. And it was all exactly what I was looking for: retro, 30s, 40s, 50s kitchen cooking recipes ephemera. So that was my inspiration. I also used 2 digikits, one from Dreams Etc. and the other from Mind Barity, and I will also link those below. And then some ephemera from my stash from the old American Home and Good Housekeeping magazines that I have from the 30s and 40s. So the cover is, as I said, it's chipboard, covered with some just cream cardstock, and then this is some vintage contact paper that was in that ephemera kit that I bought. And this is what people's kitchens looked like in the 40s and 50s and 60s. So I put that on. Then I used my Tim Holtz, my Coffee Splats stencil, and stenciled over top, and then I fussy cut 2 strawberries out of the contact paper, put that on the back, and then some more stenciling. So it looks like it's, been spilled on. And then just eyelets and seam binding, and that's just the whole 2 yards. So it's long, though this can expand even more or not. The spine is covered with some cotton fabric that my friend Lisa gave me, and then some cheesecloth. And I made a dangle, and on there is, there's just a couple little bead charms, a fry pan, a little Tim Holtz sentiment, like a little label tag, this white enamel tag, and a key. And this is looks like an earring, but it isn't. It's like a little collar pin, like a little stick pin that you could put on, you'd put on, like men would use. It's like a tie tack. Found it in the, mixed in with my vintage buttons. But ladies of that, housewives of that era used to wear pearls a lot. So I just added it on there because I thought it kind of went. It was kind of cool. And this is just pinned on, so you can take it off if you don't want it on there. Alright, let's go inside. This is really big. What's making up all of the bulk is all removable. So, remove as much of this as you want, whoever gets it. Now I can't get it untied. And this is going to just spring. And this is going to be a little bit hard to do flip because it's a little out of control. But it will compress. Everything is coffee dyed. I even coffee dyed my printables, which I never do. Just never do, because I don't like coffee dyeing very much, and it's hard to do that from a wheelchair too. So I kind of don't do coffee dye my printables, but I did do it. I did do it for this one for some reason. I guess I got ambitious. Front and back inside covers are just blank. And just gonna go through here. It's all, as you can see, that's all, 30s, 40s, 50s feel to everything. There's lots of sewing in here. I spent pretty much a whole day on the sewing machine. I went through like 3 bobbins worth of thread. We have lots of recipe cards, some more tags that I made out of some old dividers that Renee gave me, and then I have these are recipes from one of the vintage magazines that I have, and these were cut-aparts that you used to find in magazines. It has the recipe on the back, but I only sewed on one side, so you can journal on here, but you also have the recipe if you decide that you want to try them out. So those are all like that. And that's that. I didn't do any stamping. I don't have any kitchen or food related stamps at all. So I didn't do any stamping. All of the coffee dyed, just regular paper is stitched all the way around. Tucks and everything are stitched. Some of the pages are glued together here. Use some pages from the magazine that I have that are that were kind of food related. Some vintage cookbook pages. Some cheesecloth, and there's a garment pin, and this was just a little, I don't know, some sort of a metal thing I found in the vintage button thing. I don't know what it is, no idea, but that was kind of cool. And a little clothespin. Lots of imprinting on the coffee dyed paper. And this flips out. Sorry about that. Just gonna have to wait. Paper bag. This flips. If it's not glued together, it does flip down. Yeah. Really glued together. Okay. So that flips down. And I just layered these with just some canvas, Prima flower, and a button. And have a pocket in the back for tucking something kind of skinny. And some vintage ledger. And this is what happens when you do your drying for your coffee dyeing under the broiler. You set the paper on fire. So it got a little burnt, but well, kind of cool, so I left it. But yeah, that's what happened. I was doing it under the broiler because I was in a hurry. Some more fabric ruffles. side pocket here, and those are all stitched. And some recipe cards, another one of these recipes. This just was an extra page from the kit. And I also included like 3 or 4 just some blank index cards. And another glued down, of course, flip. And tag, another recipe and a recipe card. It's a popcorn bag that Renee gave me. Oops, staying in frame here. Some more recipe page. It's an altered paper clip. Little short page. That's an advertisement for Revereware cookware, which you can still buy. It's great stuff. Used yellow and white baker's twine. I just tied them in a bow this time. And this was a page from the kit. Just shrunk it down. You can use it as a tuck, but you can also flip it open and then turn it on the back. My grandparents had a kitchen set just like very similar to this down in their basement. I don't know what happened to it after they passed away. It was the chairs had red cushions on them, but it was one of those chrome kind of thingies. Another glued together corner flip. And this is a little vintage little brunch invitation. It's kind of cool. Another recipe, a recipe card, and another tag. This is the other half of the popcorn bag. It's too long, so I just, rather than cutting it open, I just folded it over to make a little tuck. And this is some vintage ephemera here. Binder clip. Some advertisement for sponges, and there's some more recipes and things on the back. It's another recipe card and an index card. Another altered paper clip. Of a certain age, you gotta remember green stamps. I remember sticking them in for my mother, and then get to go to the green stamp store downtown and pick out what you were going to buy with the stamps, and the other page got a little crispy. It's probably the other half of the page that caught on fire. And there's another glued together flip. I thought I checked all these. And another one of these. Ledger, another flip up, everything's stuck together. Other half of the paper bag. Fold out. It's just a journaling card from the kit, which I just glued down to make a tuck spot. And I have another recipe and a recipe card and a tag. And some more cheesecloth. It's just a gold paper clip with another recipe and some more vintage cookbook pages. That's one signature. Here's the second one. Also another garment pin with a little little dress. Kind of looked like it could have come from that era. I certainly remember my mother and my grandmother wearing dresses like that. I actually had dresses like that that they both made for me. And then when the dresses got all worn out, my grandmother she used to cut them off and make aprons out of them. And she had a whole drawer in her kitchen that was full of aprons. Because she never threw anything away. She saved bread bags, what she called baker's bread. She had to buy bread at the grocery store, and she always made bread, so they very rarely had store bread, but she just called it baker's bread. And if she had it, she always saved the bags. She had a whole drawer of plastic bags. She saved everything, even the this is another flip. She even saved the little foam trays that you get, that your meat comes on, and she'd use those for her, she put her garbage on that because they didn't have a disposer. She put her garbage when she would peel, cucumber or something. She put the peelings on that, and then it was easier than just putting them in the sink. This is another altered paper clip. And then put them all in the trash. That way, it was just more convenient. And then she'd wash the little tray and save it. And she'd save them until they got all broken, and then throw them out. This page got a little ripped because it got a little crispy, but I left it anyway. Gives it character. The binder clip there. And some more vintage cookbook with a top loading pocket, and that's just some cheesecloth. Another one of these. This was the top of one of those pages that I cut the recipes out of. That I sewed, use it for a bookmark or something, and it's just sewn all the way around with coffee dyed paper. Out of the ordinary meals, clip these craft cheese recipes. It's really fun to look at the old magazines of the role of the American housewife. Just the American woman was just so different than it is now. And just more of the same. Recipes, recipe cards, index cards. It's another popcorn bag. This is a Campbell's soup ad. And then a thing for fruit cocktail. This just flips over, and you can tuck something behind it if you wish. It's the center. It's the other half of the fruit cocktail. It's the other side of the popcorn bag with some more kitchen ephemera. Those look like the kitchen cabinets in the house where I grew up. With the same kind of, same look, the same poles, same handles, because the house was probably built in the 50s. Another pocket. Get a wiggle on this video. It's going to be 3 years long here. Another fold out. And another flip. This is a vintage recipe card. This is an ad for a stove. And this is just another some clothespin, and it's just another page. I cut the bottom off for to make the corner flips, and didn't want to throw it out. And there's another garment pin with a little charm, and that's a Tim Holtz, and a little coffee mug from my stash of charms. Another altered paper clip with a little tiny cutout for Spam, which you can still buy. I have a Tim Holtz binder clip here, and a little teeny tiny glassine envelope with an advertisement for some Bird's Eye carrots with brown sugar glaze. So it's just really cute. So that lives right there. Some ephemera from one of the kits, just sewed around it, glued down, made a pocket, and there's a little list of what every good housewife should have in her kitchen staples. And that's the paper bag. Another flip up, and there's another recipe, a recipe card, and an index card there. And the other half of that, this is Lou Gehrig's mother, is what it said in the magazine. Another side pocket with another recipe, a little bit of ephemera, and a paint chip. Excuse me. One more fold out. And let's just piece the cut off one of the pages. I was making the corner flips, and one more lovely retro lady, and that is it. Okay, that's it for this humongous thing. Okay, this will be listed in my Etsy Pumpkin Patch Journals, so pop on over there. And as a side note, if you happen to be kind of surfing around on Amazon sometime and looking for a cookbook with some really good old-fashioned recipes, that they all definitely work because I've made them hundreds and hundreds of times, and I wrote and published the cookbooks. So if I can find the link, I will find the right link, I will link it, but I will definitely put the names of the books in the box down below, and if you're interested, they are for sale on Amazon. I don't get any money for them at all anymore, but it was something that was a lot of fun to do. I think I probably drove my grandmother crazy when I was doing them, but it was kind of fun, and well, actually it was a lot of fun. And if you're interested, you can hop on over there and check out the books as well as check out the Etsy store. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I will be back again next time. Bye!